Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, as they get set to go head-to-head with the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A pass there complete to Sutton.
I know a lot of Denver fans were really excited about the possibilities for Courtland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Courtland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
On the tackle.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lock on the give, it's Lindsay. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that.
Thirty-eight-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now to the air, Lock. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Lock. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
From the gun, here's Newton. His throw incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's third down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. On a handoff, it's White. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his second touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Justin Rohrwasser for the...
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Lock. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6. The shotgun snap for Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Intercepted.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
A pickup of 44 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a give to White. And some room to maneuver. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Broncos nothing.
So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Newton. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Lee, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Here's second and a yard. Here's a give to Lindsey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball at the backfield and move the sticks.
He was brought down.
He was brought down by Brandon Copeland. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return.